Fans Club Live. This is Fans Club Live. Welcome to This is his Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to This is Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. We're a couple melodramatic guys, troll each other over fanfare. Everything is not high fives. At last, it's not scripted. No set caster, you spit facts or trash. You can get muted or booted. You might even get called out or have to sit on the couch, not because of doubt, but for lacking knowledge of your team. Clash of the Fans Club, that's a touchy segment, but the theme is to test your knowledge over live stream. Fan club debaters, even the moderator can be perceived as a moderate hater. An hour or two later with football, basketball, and music, aficionados, as we profess the athletic bravado of your favorite you want to see thrive, even with gamers playing head-to-head live. Some of our basis to be haters is bias, out of sheer alliance of our teams we want to see thrive. Let's see if you can survive the cinematic theatrics of Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. This is Fans Club Live. Welcome to This is his Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to This is Fans Club Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? You are tuned into a special Father's Day edition of Fans Club Live Show for the fans, by the fans. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that handling their business, and especially to the two coaches that I have on air right now. Salute, gentlemen. Happy Father's Day. How y'all doing?
Ready.
I'm great. How about yourself, Mike?
I'm good, my brother. I'm doing good. Listen, man, we got a clash. We're in the midst of our conference clash. I'm telling y'all, this has been phenomenal. Like everything that I wanted, everything that I expected this to be, it's been like that all season long, and it will not stop because we are now, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in week 5 of 7. Week 5 of 7 is now here, and we got two juggernauts going at it. Why I call them juggernauts? Because they're familiar with each other's game. So this is going to be one that's been waiting. James has been waiting for the calendar for him to see when he gonna play Rich. And I said, you know what? What better time than when it's all the marbles at stake? Week 5. James is right now 2-2 and currently in the top 6 in the Red Conference. Coach Rich is outside of the top 6, so he desperately needs this dub. And listen, James says, I want to secure my spot. This is what's going on. Fans Club Live Show for the fans, by the fans. Coach James repping that Red Squad. Minnesota Vikings. Coach Rich representing those 49ers in the Black Squad. Let's go. Shout out to those that's already popping on. I appreciate y'all. These two, very familiar with each other. James, Aaron Jones gets stopped for no gain, 1 yard gain on the play. Coach Rich is really feeling the pressure right now. This is where all the coaches, let me tell y'all, I made week 5 very, very spicy. Purposely. There's some really tough. Listen, if you've been 3-1, if you're 4-0, this is where you earn, and we say, okay, that ain't no fluke. This person can play. Every matchup is essential, and it's a key matchup week 5. Darnold back to throw, way too far. Good protection for the most part, but nobody open. Bosa, you give him that kind of pressure, he's going to get to you. What I've noticed with Coach James, with him being 2-2, offense is opened up. He began using those weapons. Secondary is responding. He had a big pick against Coach Chris Shiesty that Gilmore ran back. Darnold got time. Good throw, wide open. Addison with the throw, and then just on cue and on target, Sam Darnold and Coach James have settled all their differences, and Darnold is the QB and has been giving him what he needs. Rich is very good on defense, but I can tell that Coach James has been in the lab mastering his craft, and he got these Vikings ready to go. Jones stringing it out, gets a good gain on that, gain of 6. Coach Jerry says, let's go, Rich, all 4 quarters. This Does Rich got a mask on? What does he have on right now? He got his Raider mask. He got a Raiders mask on using the Niners. I get it. Jones, ooh, stood him up, had a hole. Warner met him in the middle. Nothing on that when he stopped him. I thought that was a D tackle that blew up the play, but no, that was Kurt. That was Fred Warner. I'm about to call him Kurt Warner. Fred Warner. There we go. Nice and crisp. Give me a thumbs up. Those that's watching, let me know. Good pocket. Phenomenal throw. Aaron Jones couldn't hang on. Do you play Madden? Do you play football? It's only 4 for 4. James got a decision to make. Let's see what he decides. Coach Rich on defense. Those 49ers, they've been tough, but they've been throwing some interceptions uncharacteristic of Purdy that's been hurting the games for him, where Rich been needed a big score, it turned into a touchdown on the defensive side or an interception. So can he put a well-played game together and get back on the board? Because right now, 1-3 does not help.
What the?
Nothing doing. Hawkinson wide open, and Darnold just didn't connect. He was open. Great route. The defense gets a stop. Coach Rich, 49er fans, they still hanging in. They're hanging on the hope that he can make these playoffs. He technically, based on the mathematics, would have to win out. And even then, he would need some help. So let's see. The Black Squad is stacked. 4-0, 3-1 guys.
What the?
McCaffrey, big spin, good run. Coach Davis says Rich won't win until he apologizes for cheating me week 1. Let's go, James, in the Red Squad. Yes, David, you would technically be 4-0 if he did not get you to say, you know what, I'm gonna leave this NBA game and play Madden unprepared. Because you've been on a tear for 3 weeks straight. And you are currently second, I believe. Yeah, you're actually ranked number 2 in the Red Conference right now. James is currently, I think, number 4. Either 4 or 5, somewhere in there. I put it out on the announcement page on the channel today. McCaffrey going up. Good stop. Again, we are here. Conference clash, week 5, game 1. We are past the midway mark. There are only 2 regular season games left. Coaches, you need to crack that top 6 to secure your spot in the playoffs. Otherwise, you're going to be watching in misery saying, man, if I could have gone back and won some games. Because the playoffs is going to be very, very interesting. Brock Purdy back to throw. Big blitz. Sent everybody and their mother. He said, oh, no, he's going for a field goal. Let's see. Coach Rich now with a decision. Do you play Madden or do you play football? 4th and 5. James returning the favor saying, listen, now you in the 4 and desperate. Let's see what happens. Coach Rich says, I need this. I understand what's on the line. I need these plays. 4th and 5. Coach James, good defense. Coach Rich, like Steve's, playing the field, taking his time. Nobody open. Good protection. Wide open. Kittle. I didn't look like he was, but he got a step. 4th and 5. First down. Keeps the drive alive. What up, twin? Purdy back to throw. Rolling under pressure. Big sack. Van Ginkel. Big sack. I told you, James, I watched the defense against Shiesty. James was on point, mixing it up, different plays I hadn't seen, formations, good coverages. I said, that man has been getting in that work with his Red Squad brethren to secure everything and get everything up to the standards that he needs. And therefore, he's 2-2. Back to throw. Intercepted! And there he goes. That's what I look just on cue. I called it. And just like that, I told you, Coach James has been working on his defense. They've been baiting players, thinking it's open. Quarterbacks have been paying for it. And just like that, y'all thought I was blowing smoke. No, the man is 2-2 for a reason. Coach Rich got to respond. First turnover of the game. Aaron Jones, good block. Cuts it up. Oh, cuts it up too late. He had a hole. He'd still be running if he cut it up a little earlier. Good stop. They saved a touchdown on that. He had nothing but green in front of him. Good run, 8 yards. Nothing better than a matchup with two coaches that are very familiar with each other, and that's exactly what we have here. Coach Rich, Black Squad, big first down. Coach James, Red Squad. Rivalry? I don't know, but I like the smell of it. It might have a little bit of rivalry written over it for next season. Listen, I like it. Y'all know I'm gonna save it. It ain't spicy yet, but we're gonna see. Darnold, big first down. Addison finding the spot. Oh, good call. Hawkinson cuts it up. James mixing it up. Coach Rich, like, I'm not used to seeing this. Where these come from? It'd be with short passes, the tight end and the flat. Rich is adjusted right now. Got Coach Rich on his heels. Darnold looking good outside of that one missed pass to Hawkinson. And Hawkinson, look, finding his spot. Darnold is nothing better than a coach and a quarterback getting on the same page. And I've witnessed that happen in the last 2 or 3 weeks where Coach James has found a trust level in his quarterback. And you see the execution happening right now on this drive. Hawkinson wide open. Here we go. This is where Coach Rich is really tough in this red zone. Aaron Jones gets a couple hit stick. He ate it though. Coach Davis says, James stole my defensive playbook. I'm looking at the formation and it's so familiar. Darnold back to throw. Pump fake. Oh, the ball came out. Niners. Ooh. Woo. Bosa a terror right now. Big sack. Big fumble, but James and the Minnesota Vikings able to jump on and save that fumble. The pump fake gave Bosa the time he needed.
I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong button.
3rd and 20 can still get some points on this drive, if not a touchdown. Short pass, Jefferson, good tackle. Smart play, and you're like, listen, I'm not gonna risk a big bomb and try to end up throwing an interception. Let's try to get some points on the board. Coach James says, I am playing Madden. I'm playing football, not Madden. Let's get some points. And the kick is good. First one on the board. Coach James with a good drive after the big interception. Let's go. Coach Rich, Coach James going at it. I love it. Week 5, game 1. Black squad, red squad. Coach James, Minnesota Vikings. Black squad, Coach Rich, 49ers. Pearsall might break it. Coach Rich with the return skills. Coach Rich says, all right, I'm going to answer your big play with a big play, sir. I see you. Big play.
My phone going dead.
Coach Davis says, James, that playbook, that defensive playbook looked familiar. Coach David says, good drive. McCaffrey gets a couple. Good run. 9 yard. Didn't look like it, but good run. Bring his hat down a little bit. Big, ooh, good tackle. He had the first, and he brought him back, stopped him, 3rd and 1. Big play. James, if you can bring your camera down just a little bit, I'm saying like more stealing than you. There you go. Perfect. Excellent. Well, all right, we're about to play. We're about to play. I don't want you to get distracted. We're about to play. Thank you, sir. We'll fix that in a second or after y'all after the next break. Purdy, 3rd and 1. Minnesota stacking the line, seeing something they like. Purdy sees something splitting Kittle's out to the right. Oh, nice formation. Kittle's good call. All of that motion for nothing. That motion was to distract him from the big run by McCaffrey. Good call, because it makes you gotta account for this one. You gotta see what's going on, and lo and behold, all of that just to take away from the fact that McCaffrey was gonna get it. Good call. First down, Coach Rich moving the ball in response to the good drive for the field goal by James. Purdy back to throw. Got some room. Intercepted. Oh, batted down. Should have picked it off. Murphy had it. Gave the Niners another chance to fight. Purdy, ill-advised throw on that one. Been doing that in the last couple of weeks, and they've been paying for it. Ooh, I like the defense James got right now. I don't see where you're going to go. Let's see what he calls on it. Under pressure, I called it. I seen the play, the defense. I said, that's going to be really hard to find something on. Perfect call by the defense. Coach Nassim says, let's go, James. Eliminate Rich from playoff contention. Can't be no more clearer than that. Purdy, 3rd and 18. What do you dial up here? James covering everybody. Underneath, Debo couldn't get the first, but he made it a 4th and manageable. 4th and 3 on a 3rd and 18. Big 4th down. Let's see what they call. Purdy sees something he likes. Got time. Using his leg. Throw intercepted, Coach. James read it. Blackman. Coach James says, this is not the James you thought you knew from week 1 or 2. This is a different James. Wow, beautiful break on the ball. Coach James. Been in the lab, Red Squad. I see that y'all been working with each other. I love it. That's what those squads are there for, to lean on each other and strengthen your skills. Iron sharpens iron, and I see it. Let's see how Coach Rich responds on defense. Ooh, good run. Coach Davis says, wow. Darnold with the 2-yard gain by Aaron Jones. Had a big hole, but they sealed it up quick. 2 interceptions for Purdy. The struggles continue with the passing game of the Niners. Darnold got time. Good throw. Hawkinson. The Niners on their heels a little bit. It's only 3-0, so nothing's crazy. But right now, the Vikings coming in San Fran, literally trying to take full control here. Big interception. 1st down and 10. Moving the ball, keeping the drive going. Darnold got time, dropping back way far. Gave Hawkinson enough time to get open. He says he might be showing something. He said, "Oh, y'all like playing that short coverage where you can play it underneath." But he's giving himself enough time for his receiver to get open. Corner can't be in two places at one time. Over the top, good throw. Big first down. Darnold making his adjustments. Aaron Jones, big hole. Oh, got a couple. Niners not giving him much to work with on a ground game, but it's keeping it respectable where he has to decide, all right, it might be a run here, got to be a pass. Nice little balance. Shout out to y'all that's watching. Gamers, we out here, man. Playoffs is on the way. All y'all got to do, follow us. Good throw, intercepted. Hufanga breaks on the ball. Coach Rich gets a much-needed turnover.
Should have threw it earlier.
Way to break on the ball. Looked like he may have had it position-wise. Hufanga went around him and got it like a rebound. Good interception. Oh, good play. Played it better than Addison did. Great play. Shout out to those that's watching. Follow us on all social media at Fans Club Live Show. Gamers, you're welcome. We are out here. You need to follow us. Week 7 on almost here, and then playoffs kicking in. But in the meantime, get familiar by following us. Let's go. Good throw to Garindo. Big first down. Purdy. First down and then some. Garindo wide open. It's only a 3-0 ball game. And Purdy says, I got something going right now. Oh, incomplete. Garindo covered on the play. Coach Davis says, this game about to be a defensive baseball game. Yes, going into halftime, only 3-0. Coach Rich says, not so fast. I'm about to blow this wide open. Coach James says, please throw the ball. James sending the house. Smart play. Delayed blitz. Good call.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Wide open. Garindo first down. Hit stick, but he ate it. Coach Davis says this game about to be a defensive baseball game, but James will prevail. Rich fighting for his playoff life. James trying to secure his and stay in that top 6. Garindo again, 2-minute warning, stops the hurry-up offense. Coach Rich found something that he likes. He says, all right, y'all want to play that? I'm going to hit you here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Commentator beat me to it. They indeed are finding their legs. Purdy looking better on this drive than he's looked all game right now. Courtesy of Garindo. Purdy back to throw. Got a pocket. Let again. Look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Garindo, 3 straight. Purdy says, look. And we know Coach Rich, once he see that there's bleeding, he not playing with you. Garindo again, first down. He said, listen, I know where I'm going. I done found a little hole in the armor somewhere. Coach James making his adjustments. Garindo on the handoff, gets in the end zone. Good call. That's all Garindo on that drive to give him a touchdown that he needed. Touchdown. Coach Rich takes the lead. Coach Rich representing the black squad. Currently, he's 1-3 versus Coach James repping that red squad, and he is 2-2. Coach Rich making field goals. Yes, field goals, gentlemen. He said, enough of this. I can't depend on just 2-point conversions. I need to get field goal in my arsenal. We went 3-0 all the way into the 2-minute warning. Hard defensive battle, and right now, Coach James has to respond, or we'll see what happens after halftime. Darnold. This is where Coach Rich is dangerous. He can definitely get an interception and run it back or get a big play. But the same thing can be said about Coach James's offense if Coach Rich is not ready. Got time, good throw, one-on-one with Addison, broken up. Good throw. Only way his receiver can get it, the corner couldn't pick it. Green on a phenomenal coverage on a deep pass. I don't think I've called Justin Jefferson's name at all today. Addison's been the guy. Coach Davis says he needs to change his meter. Laugh out loud. Look, I know what that feels like with the meters, man. Darnold back to throw. 2nd and 10, 43 seconds left. James being aggressive, saying I can still get some points. I got time. I got the weapons to do it. Darnold. Aaron Jones didn't get the first. 3rd and an inch. Coach James currently in the top 6. Coach Rich on the outside of the top 6 trying to get in. Oh, tipped. And James, at halftime, bring your camera down for me so I can see you. All right, we good right now. I only got the top of your head. All right, good. Thank you, sir. You can do that at halftime. All right, bet. Perfect. You good right there. You can leave it just like that. Thank you, sir. Coach Rich, 7. Coach James, 3, but got the ball trying to drive with those Minnesota Vikings. Rich has taken off the mask and said, all right, looking like Bane a couple of minutes ago. Now he's out here focusing. Darnold back to throw. And Hawkinson! What a catch! Lenore thought he had a touchdown. Hawkinson using that big body says, I got it. 23 seconds left. Trying to get in the field goal range or a touchdown. Darnold taking a lot of time right now. Let's see. Good protection. Nothing doing. That play took a lot of time. Darnold says, look, you know what? 8 seconds left. I don't know what you can call here, but Coach James dialing something up. Darnold back to throw. Taking a shot. Going deep. Intercepted. No. Broken up. 2 seconds left. 3rd and 10. He had 2 people over the top. It looked like it was going to, might have been for Jefferson. Jair came over, almost picked it. Darnold says, all right, it's 2 seconds. Let's see what they call. Niners playing deep. Big play, and Floyd gets it. And that will be it for halftime. Now we are going into halftime. And Coach Rich currently up 7 to Coach James 3. You're watching the conference clash, week 5, day 1. Coach Rich, Coach James, both coaches trying to lock down their spot in this tournament. Who wants it more? Second half, ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. Let's go.
Turns this to the 22.
Shout out to y'all that's watching. Again, appreciate you. If you stumbled across this channel or if you're a follower, we appreciate you, part of the community. But again, if you stumbled, hit that. All you gotta do, like it wherever you see it at. You like, listen, I like what I see. Be a part of the club. And if you're a gamer, you might get an opportunity to face one of these coaches, but you got to be part of the club to do so. Purdy back to throw. Garindo, first down. Coach Rich says, I'm going to, until you stop it, I'm going to hit those spots. I see cameras going off in an audience, in a crowd. Good. Oh, intercepted. Coach James says enough of that. And that is a touchdown by Coach James. He says, you want to keep milking the play. You playing with me, disrespected my defense. Big INT to start off the second half. Purdy, third INT of the game. And this one for a touchdown. And he tried to milk it and go to Garindo again. And Coach James says, don't play me like that, Rich. You know I know football way too well to think you're going to milk a play on me the whole drive. Big interception. Coach Rich stunned. Coach James says, I'm on the board now. Gave him some momentum. Coach Rich has to respond. Good kick. Let's see. Pinned him over to the side. Pearsall almost broke the last one. Nothing doing. Only got to the 22. What a game we have going on here. Mass Appeal says, right. Can't disrespect the Vikings. Coach James made his adjustments on the fly. Coach Rich says, Garindo, Garindo, Garindo. James says, please go to Garindo again. Garindo gets the ball some more. Gets a couple. Gain of 2. Purdy's shaky gameplay has been causing Rich a lot of headaches. 3 interceptions today, but it's still a close game. 10-7. And that's a big part of the Niners defense doing their job, but Purdy keeps giving up the ball. Coach Davis says, and the route begins. Let's go, James. Purdy back to throw, the pressure, sack. No! He says, you're not the only one with a defensive end. Rich, I got pressure too. Say that again, Rich. Rich, make sure you mute your controller, because I'm hearing you more on the controller than on here. Make sure the controller's mute. Yeah, I just want to hear you on here. You good. 3rd and 8. Coach Rich says, I got you right where I want you. Nothing doing, Purdy. Simmer down. You like, simmer down. I know I'm playing poor. Simmer down. I'm about to bounce back. They paid me a lot of money for a reason. Coach James. Good defensive call. Trying to get another INT. Coach James trying to get something. Coach Rich might have an opportunity here. Let's see who dials it up better. Purdy throws it. Touchdown, Kittle. Good tackle. Almost. Big throw. Mass Appeal says, Rich, what's going on, bro? Purdy, good throw to Kittle. Underneath, and Ayuk wide open. Purdy, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss. It's been that all game. Hit, miss, hit, miss. Kittles with the phenomenal jump. Had to jump up and catch it. If it was a line drive, he'd have caught it and scored, but he had to jump up, and that slowed down the momentum. But good play, good catch. 2nd and 10. I think that's Kittle's first catch, if I'm not mistaken. Purdy back to throw. Underneath Garindo, covered. They've given up, look at that. 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. Purdy's struggle fest is still going on for him right now, but this drive looks promising. 3rd and 6. Making his adjustments. It's a nice little chess match. Purdy back to throw. Touchdown, Garendo. Nope, it's Pearsall. Pearsall, touchdown. Black unis get on the board. Purdy throws his first touchdown of the game to take the lead. Purdy says the first half and even the beginning of this half, I wasn't on point. Now this is where we're on point. And Coach Rich made the declaration on this drive. I got you right where I want you, and the kick is no good. Only a 3-point ball game after the missed extra point. Coach Rich gets on the board with a big touchdown by the offense. Powell, good run. Gets it out to the 33. A lot of running there, a lot of movement going on. Let's see how Coach James responds to the big touchdown drive. Purdy was airing the ball out on that one, and Pearsall caught him over the top on a phenomenal throw. Darnold says, okay, let's go. I got something. Aaron Jones, big hole, first down and then some. Beautiful call on that first down. Darnold making his adjustments at the line. Coach Rich doing the same. Bill trying to get pressure. Darnold got time. Plenty of time. Setting it up. Intercepted. Nope, broken up. Greenlaw could have picked it. Had his back turned. Never turned towards the football. Darnold, not a good throw on that one. That bad boy sailed in the air. Gave Coach Rich a Christmas gift early, but he didn't take advantage of it. Gives the Vikings the ability to fight another day. Hockenson, first down. Got him over the top. Says, you're not the only one with a tight end, buddy. Hockenson doing his thing. Coach Rich currently up 13 with the 49ers versus Coach James, 10 points. And with the ball right now, you're watching a conference clash. Week 5, game 1. Let's go. Hockenson taking a pound and still going. Hockenson said, put him on my back. I'm here. Justin Jefferson, more of a decoy today than anything else. Aaron Jones, first down. Beautiful play call and mixing it up. You want to play pass? I hit you with a run. You want to play run? I hit you with a pass. Coach James got Rich's defense on their heels right now, trying to figure something out. Great play call. Aaron Jones up the middle. Oh, Warner fights through the block. That's what a all-pro defensive linebacker looks like. That's what a defensive player that's an all-pro linebacker took on the initial attack from the initial block, threw him to the side, took on a runner, then brought him back like 2 yards and then threw him down. Textbook. 2nd and 8. Darnold making his adjustments at the line. Beautiful. Hockenson holds on to it. Almost 100 yards today. Found something that he likes. He said, Rich, you want to milk a play? I know a play I can milk too when I need it. Coach Davis says, question, the first play you learned in Pee Wee football was what? Asking for a friend. RBT. I'll just say, ooh, that's a touchdown saving tackle by Warner. But nobody else was out there. That's just a phenomenal play on the ball. Jones had it. Warner says, no, sir. You're not getting that outside on me. Darnold. Good call. Touchdown. There's a Justin Jefferson sighting. And what a drive by Coach James. Jefferson's like, I've been a decoy all day. Y'all want to play up on everybody else? Got him. Warner's good, but not on an all-pro wide receiver. There's nothing he could do. Completely helpless. Coach James, phenomenal drive on that. Phenomenal drive. Takes the lead and makes it a 4-point ball game. Coach Rich got to respond. Coach James running the ball, passing the ball. What a way to mix it up. This is not the Coach James from week 1 and 2, 3, whatever it was. This Coach James playing with a different level of confidence. He knows his team. I see how he's utilizing them. He done got settled in with Minnesota. I don't know, man. Looking real polished right now. That was a really good drive. Let's see how Coach Rich responds. And shout out to y'all that's watching. Follow us at Fans Club Live Show wherever you're seeing this, especially on YouTube. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Gamers, you're welcome. This is your community. Let's go. Purdy got time. Underneath Garindo. First down. Gets a couple. Garindo doing all the work that McCaffrey used to do. It looked like McCaffrey has been benched because they're going with the hot hand. And Garindo's just that right now, catching, running, doing everything. Ayuk over the middle. They try to knock it out. He held on to it, got thrown, got up a little slow. Helmet to helmet on that catch. You see, he got cracked. Adjustments made by the defense. Purdy, high snap. Garindo underneath, got lost in the shuffle. Oh, good spin. Garindo, first down, getting the yards, and Coach Rich says, I'm going to hit him with that hurry up. Ladies and gentlemen, 17-14 ball game. We got a barn burner. It is the fourth quarter. Who wants it more? Whose execution will be on point? And who will be lackluster and give up big plays? This is where you cannot make a mistake. We are in the fourth quarter. Let's go. Purdy back to throw. Under pressure. I thought that was a fumble. I don't know how it wasn't, but that's a home field. Look, that must be a home field call because it definitely looked like a fumble on that. I don't know what just happened. Sheesh, Coach Rich. The referee said we ain't see nothing on that. 2nd and 10. Let's see what Coach Rich got representing the black squad. Coach James representing the red squad. Week 4 ended in a stalemate, 5-5. Good throw, Garindo. 110 yards catching out of the backfield. Doing everything in his power to will them to a win. Purdy found more trust in him than everybody else. Pearsall got a good catch on a touchdown, but Garindo's been a hot hand.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Dropping back, overthrown. Shout out to the developers for keeping that real because he dropped back too far and they kept it real in terms of the throwing mechanics as he's backing up. Good. I like that. I like that they kept it more realistic and not arcade style where you can drop back and as you're dropping back, just throw it down. Perfect mechanics on that. 4th and 4. Coach Rich says, all gas, no brakes. I need to get in that top 6. And the only way I can do it is I gotta win out. Kittle, big first down, says, give me that, I'm here. Big 4th down, Kittle. McCaffrey back in the game. Kittle clutch on that catch. Good drive, eating clock, getting down the field, getting the defense tired. Coach James scrambling, trying to get something. McCaffrey with the catch, the hit, and still got 3 more yards. McCaffrey gets nothing on that play. They were ready for it. Hurry up offense. Coach Rich, Purdy, got everybody on the field, all his weapons. Let's see what James dials up here. Purdy, nowhere to throw, intercepted. No, touchdown. What a catch by Kittles in traffic. Coach James broke on the ball, but he just got it in the small window. And now Purdy, 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and what a catch. Wow, that's literally the only window he could have thrown it in. And now Coach James, 2-point conversion. Coach Rich going for it. Let's see if he can get it. Way to answer back the drive by Minnesota. Nothing doing. 2 points. In this type of game, 2-point ball game. Coach Davis says, good catch. What a play by Kittles on the catch. Chandler with the return. Coach Rich responds to the response by Coach James. Good drive by James, and then Coach Rich comes right back, gets his. Now Purdy stats looking a little better. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, has woken up in the second half after that first interception for a touchdown. Let's see how Darnold does. Darnold, Aaron Jones, nothing doing. Warner on the tackle. Aaron Jones couldn't find a hole that he liked. Darnold making a lot of adjustments. See something he likes. Darnold back to throw. Intercepted. Coach Rich says that's what I needed. Greenlaw with the pick. Darnold picked a bad time to throw a pick. Great play by Rich. He said, oh, great way to turn around. Hockenson would have had it over the top, but Greenlaw broke off the route and came underneath. Good pick, and this is where Purdy can be surgical unless Coach James says, you know what, let me return the favor and get me a turnover. McCaffrey, big run. Now McCaffrey back in the game, fresh legs. Fresh legs is in the game. Coach Rich in control. 19-17. 3 minutes and some change. Purdy back to throw. Good throw. Ayuk still going. The Niners receivers very tough after the catch. Purdy heating up. Right now he is on fire. McCaffrey, big run. 54 yards out of nowhere because he hasn't played like the whole third quarter. Humphreys in on almost every play. I mean Murphy, not Humphrey. Purdy back to throw. Got time. Oh, what a throw. What a route. Christian McCaffrey. Phenomenal route. And Coach Rich, 2 minutes, he's up. Driving down the field, trying to seal this game and potentially knock Coach James out of the top 6. Right now, James is 2-2, and I think he's in the number 5 position or the number 6 position in terms of rankings. Good stop. Coach Rich needs literally to win out, and he needs some losses from other coaches because right now the black squad is stacked in terms of the records. They got 2 players 4-0 and 3 players that's and 4 players that's 3-1. And with Rich being 1-3, he needs to creep back in somehow. Purdy rolling. Got time to knit a sweater. Touchdown all day to throw. Debo underneath, breakdown in the defense. And right now, Coach James, look at that. Debo found the spot, just settled down and got in. Haven't heard a lot from him today. The last time it was thrown to him, it got picked off. This time, Purdy, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Started off the game 0-3, no touchdowns, and has bounced back and has added to the lead 25-17. Coach Rich says, I'm securing this dub. And Kittles gets the 2-point, make it a 10-point ball game. And Coach James only has 1 minute and 31 seconds to score 10 points. Darnold on that INT killed him on that last drive. Let's see what James can do in 1 minute and 30-something seconds. I've seen Coach Ricky do it, but not in only 1 minute and 30. I seen him come back from 12 with 2 minutes, but not with 1 minute and 30, minute and 27 seconds. Let's see what Coach James dials up. Niners, you hear that audience? They are loud. They're on their feet. Coach Davis says, that's all, folks. Coach James says, not so fast. I got some tricks up my sleeve. Darnold, back to throw. If that's picked, it's over. Naylor dropped it. He got it, turned around. Oh, and it would have been a touchdown. What a throw and what an aggressive catch. It wasn't even coming down with it. He had it, but when he turned around to run, the ball fell out his hands. Couldn't have made a better play. That was a tough catch, but man. Good throw. Jefferson says that's how you do it. Back shoulder throw by James. Says, look, 58 seconds. I got time. Time is winding down. The Niners defense, led by Fred Warner, trying to make a play. A lot of time going off. Darnold trying to get something going. Fighting against the play clock and a regular clock. They run the ball to try to get him off balance. He ate the hit stick. David, that's all, folks. Coach Rich trying to go 2-3, which would then put James at 2-3. Good breakup. Hufanga comes underneath and breaks it up. 3rd and 5. Coach Rich trying to hold on to this lead, win this game, and then he just needs to win out his next 2 games after this to stand even a chance, the smallest chance. What a catch by Naylor. Diving catch for real, 29 seconds. Coach James says Minnesota is not dead in the water yet. 29 seconds. Got to get on the board soon. Darnold doing better on this drive than the last one. The last one, the big interception, kind of jacked this game up for them. Darnold. Good throw. Jefferson at the 4-yard line. Coach James says, I need to get in this end zone, see what I can get after this. Maybe I can get the ball back somehow, some way. Coach Rich thinking one game at a time, one dub at a time, one win at a time. Coach James does not want to drop out of that top 6. He knows it's competitive in that conference.
Now they'll auto into something else.
Darnold. Touchdown, phenomenal call. 21 seconds left. David, I don't know. That's all, folks. Anything can happen. There's still some time left. Aaron Jones gets in there. That drive, they needed it on the last one, and now Darnold trying to make it. Does he go for the field goal? He's going to go for the field goal here probably. Make it a 3-point ball game. Got to figure out what you're going to do on the kickoff. Let's see. Good drive. 24-27. What a game, gentlemen. Hard-fought battle. Going for the onside. I'm watching this thoroughly obvious for obvious reasons. Y'all know why. It is fair. That's a fair onside, and he just got it. That was a legitimate kick. Fair onside. Almost. Coach James by a millisecond missed the recovery. Woo! Woo! Coach Rich recovers it. Purdy, 17 seconds, gets sacked. Held on to the ball. Coach Rich is like, you know what? Time is on my side. And Coach Nassim says, that's what a legit onside looks like. I know y'all were going to be watching that closely, and so was I. Coach Rich needed a dub so bad. He is now 2-3 and said, I'm not dead yet. All I need to do is win out and get a little bit of help. Coach James was in the top 6. He might be, depending on what else happens this week. But as of right now, he is 2-3 with the loss to Coach Rich. Hard-fought game. Definitely a nominee for Game of the Week based on how tight this game was. I will watch it and see. Look, it's on the list, so I'm going to see how the rest of these play out. But very good game, gentlemen. Look at that. Purdy, go to the stats. Just go right to the player stats for me, Rich. I got to see how Purdy turned it around. Purdy had in the first half and even starting in the beginning of the second half, had thrown no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Midway through the third and the fourth quarter, now 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 280 yards. And then Darnold ended up throwing his interceptions in the second half, 224 yards. Both quarterback, not great play, shaky play, but enough to get things done. Purdy turned it around when he needed to get the big dub. Let's go to the running game. Aaron Jones, 49 yards. They held him in check with 3.2. McCaffrey, 11 for 52. Garindo, 8 carries and just 1 touchdown, but he was dangerous in the passing game. Nice little balance that he needed on the side for Minnesota. Garindo, when I tell you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Garindo, 10 catches, 115 gashing yards. He needed those yards to keep the drives alive for Rich. Hockenson, 96. Jefferson, 66 and a touchdown. Kittle, 78 and a phenomenal catch. Aaron Jones with 14 and a touchdown. Debo with the big game sealer on the 16-yard pass. And Pearsall with the big catch for 27. Let's go to the stats for the defense. Coach Nassim says with 3 losses in the black squad, you need a miracle to make the playoffs, Rich. And let's look at that 10 tackles by Warner. Doing everything. Tackle for a loss. Interception, Murphy. Interception, Jackson for a touchdown. That was a 37-yard return. Hufanga with a big pick. And listen, defensively, a half a sack by Grenard. Good defensive battle. Offense had their struggles. Defense didn't give up a ton, but key plays when they needed it. Congratulations, Coach Rich. You are now 2-3 with an opportunity to potentially get on a run and get some players that don't win their games, which would allow you to somehow sneak in, but technically you almost control your destiny. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. If you win out, that will give you an opportunity. If they fail to do their part, how you feeling and how did you prepare for this game, sir? Hold on, I can't hear you for some reason. Make sure you're not muted on this side. Let me turn you up. Make sure you're not muted on this side. Go ahead. Nah, I cannot hear you, Rich. I don't know why I can't hear you. You're not muted or nothing. Just refresh and come right back. Let me see if I can give you a second to do that. Refresh and come right back. Unless you got it muted. Let me see if he'll come back in a second. Coach James, why are you doing that? Talk to me. You had it. What was on the pass with Darnold when Greenlaw got the pick? What did you see there?
I was intending to throw the ball to the slant, but I made a mistake and pressed square instead of R1, which he was going to do the post. He was going to do a corner route. I had two streaks and a corner that I broke, that I stepped it down so that he would do it underneath him. And I just made a bad throw.
Oh man, yeah, because it looked like he had him over the top, but he broke. It was good. He ran with him and broke off at the last second. That was a good play by Coach Rich. But thank you for explaining that, James. I wanted to know what you seen, because Darnold was on point, but that was the play that sealed the game because he didn't ended up driving and getting what he needed. Coach Rich, hopefully I can hear you now, sir. Let me move the thing back here. Talk to me now if you can, Rich. Let me know what was your thought process, man, when we getting this win, man, and what was your game plan?
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, you good. I can hear you now.
Key to victory was staying in chat. And the chat bothered me. So from here on out, I'm off the chat. I'm not talking to these jokers anymore. I'm just going to do what I did before, stay focused. I do. But James showed a whole new wrinkle in this game. You know, I was impressed. It's just, to me, because I work on game film.
Yes.
And all these online games, Mike, you got to change that. You got to put these games on the live show, because I need to go back and watch film.
Look, I had to close out that week, man. Their schedule wasn't working at all. I had to make them offline so we can move forward. I know a bunch of coaches wanted the game film for some of them big games, man, but couldn't happen.
And these lags, especially for a lot of us. Hey, it's me, Swan, Nassim. We have a lot of jokers that's in the basement, and we just trying to get out. So, hey, open the door, let us in, because if you let us in, it's going to be ugly out there.
Look, Coach Nassim says, Rich, call me out for week 6 or week 7. He trying to get a dub. I have Coach Nassim this week. I'm trying to hand out some L's and trying to put that nail in that coffin. I'm out here trying to make the playoffs too. I ain't like David beating me last week. I'm motivated. I want a playoff appearance. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I'm only 2-2. So we'll see what happens. But Rich, Nassim also says, use sign language like DK Metcalf, Rich. And Jared says, good game, Rich. So again, sir, congratulations. You are now 2-3. You need some help, but most of all, you need you to win out and do what you need to do. And the rest you can't control, but anything can happen. How you feeling? How's your confidence level feeling now that you got a game plan of leaving the chat alone and just focusing on your game?
Just focus now. The problem everybody's having is everybody's getting better every week. There's no easy games. It might seem like an easy game, but any little thing could happen and switch that around. So for everybody that's in the chat, you need to leave that chat alone and focus on your game. Focus on your opponent. Stop taking everybody lightly. And hey, A lot of things can happen. You got GOAT, the great GOAT out here.
3-1. 3-1. Coach Swan, he coming. 3-1. Go, they play it.
3-1 versus 0-4. GOAT. No, it's on you to keep him down. Now, if you let Swan live, it's on you. It's starting in with you. Same with the commish. You got Nassim down. Keep him down, because if you let him breathe, he gonna get up fighting. So hey,
Everybody,
keep him down.
look, everybody's fighting for their lives. James, salute to you. Had a great game. We've seen the adjustments. We've seen the growth in the last couple of weeks. What he's been doing, coaches, take notes of what James has been doing. James has been getting his games in with his teammates, getting games whenever he get it. And you can see tonight. Oh, look, he took it all the way to 3 points in 21 seconds. He tried to he missed that onside by that much. And it was a legit on. Let me look at the camera. It was a legit onside. Wasn't no glitch.
Ricky.
That's what we want. We want legit
Ricky.
plays. Play it fair. It almost got it, but Rich was able to recover it. So, gentlemen, coaches that's watching, fair play only. I'm monitoring everything, especially now that we are in crunch time. Y'all doing a little funny kickoffs? I'm watching it. You're doing a little funny whatever? I'm watching it. And I will call it out on air. So make sure it's fair play, gentlemen, and we want a good one. Coach James, salute. Good game. Close but no cigar. You're not out of it yet, but that top six it's a little seesaw. It's a little so we'll see what happens.
Good game, Rich. That was a good game.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Let nothing. There's no mistakes about me and James. This is 2024, 25. Back in 1994, 95. Me and James was playing down Duncan all the time, almost every day.
Wow.
So do not let this James character fool y'all. He know what he's doing. He's just not used to them Vikings, but I can see now he's getting used to them now. Yep. Whoever sees James, you're gonna get it, man. Watch yourself.
Yep. Yeah, this is not the guy that I seen when I played him. He completely looked different. I'm seeing when he got down to with a couple of seconds left, he drove down the field like it was nothing to get Aaron Jones in the end zone. I'm like, oh, had he not thrown that pick, you never know how this would have played out. So good game, man. Again, Coach Rich, congrats. Coach James, great game, gentlemen. 27-24. It is on my list of nominees for this week because it was a head-to-head battle. I love it. And Coach Nassim says, as I get ready to close this out, Coach Nassim says, I was wondering where you were, Rich. The trash talk is lame without you, Rich. Come back in the chat with the laughing emoji.
I'm going to be honest with you. When I threw those 3 picks, the only thing on my mind is I don't want to hear Nassim in the chat talking about he threw 4 picks again.
Yeah, he didn't say it. That was an opportunity too. Yeah.
Underneath throws and safe throws. No more picks because I don't feel like hearing Nassim out.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Well, listen, you did what you needed to do. This is both coaches, 1 week at a time. So, James, you may have lost this one. Y'all both got the same. Technically, you both were in the same boat. Because, Rich, you 2-3. James, you 2-3. Y'all both in the same boat. The only difference is right now, because of the records on the Red Squad, James could still be in the top 6 depending on what happens. It's so many 3-1s and 4-0s on the Black Squad, Rich. It makes it real hard, but anything can happen. Every dub counts, gentlemen. So get ready. And for those that's watching, if you enjoy what you're watching, indeed, please do us a favor. All you got to do, like and subscribe. It takes nothing but a second to like and subscribe. And this is Fans Club Live Show. For the fans, by the fans, we are everywhere social and gamers. If you want to play Coach James, you said, I will blow Minnesota out. Or you want to play Coach Rich, you like, he not using San Fran right. Number, space, and opportunity. Follow us on Discord, send us a friend request, and then we'll add you, and you might get an opportunity to see them. Plus, we also got Discord games playing 24/7 because we are national. All right, so we got gamers everywhere. Gamers are on deck. Shout out to the coaches today again. Thank y'all for sharing your Father's Day with us, coaches. I appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. We out of here. Fans Club Live Show as I read the last comment. And if I have to be a bet man, I'm going to say it's coming from Nassim. He put the laughing emojis. Then he says, Rich, it's all love at the end of the day. Rich like, I don't want to hear that. I can only play angry. Rich like, I only know how to James. Rich only know how to play angry, so he don't want Nassim giving him no props.
You're not my friend, Nassim. Stop.
Look, he trying to give you some love out here. It's all love out here in these Madden streets, Rich.
I got 7 kids. No love.
No love out here. I understand, man. Listen, do what you got to do. Gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your evening with your families and all of that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. We'll keep y'all posted, coaches. Check your Discord because I will be scheduling your week 5 game. It's a spicy week. That's all I'm going to say.
Black Squad, when I get that win, we might go undefeated this week. Let's go.
Woo! Talk your talk, Rich. Rich, 2-3. James, 2-3. We out of here. Fans Club Live Show. Let's go. Get your dubs. Get them dubs. Let's see. I'm coming, sir. Ain't no cakewalks over here. Let's go. Fans Club Live Show. Let's go.
Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. This is Fans Club Live. Welcome to this is Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to this is Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. We're a couple melodramatic guys, troll each other over fanfare. Everything is not high fives. At last, it's not scripted. No set caster. You spit facts or trash. You can get muted or booted. You might even get called out or have to sit on the couch, not because of doubt, but for lacking knowledge of your team. Clash of the Fans Club. That's a touchy segment, but the theme is to test your knowledge over live stream. Fan club debaters. Even the moderator can be perceived as a moderate hater. An hour or two later with football, basketball, and music. Aficionados, as we profess the athletic bravado of your favorite you want to see thrive, even with gamers playing head-to-head live. Some of our basis to be haters is bias, out of sheer alliance of our teams we want to see thrive. Let's see if you can survive the cinematic theatrics of Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. This is Fans Club Live. Welcome to this is Fans Club Live. Welcome to Fans Club Live. Welcome to this is